And we are live here, CSBA Primetime. Special tribute coming out to the Georgetown seniors from Coach Katie Murphy. So enjoy, everybody.
Back in the days we wanted everything, Mama said, burn your biographies, rewrite your history, light up your wildest dreams, museum victories. Every day we wanted everything, Mama said, don't give up, it's a little complicated, all tied up, no more love, and I'd hate to see you waiting. Had to have hopes for a living, shooting for the stars but I couldn't make a killing, didn't have a time but I always had a vision.
And we are live from Georgetown, CSBA featured matchup in prime time. Big East Battle Rivalry Week is upon us. Villanova Wildcats taking on the Georgetown Hoyas right here in DC. Joining me in the booth, the man, the myth, the man that knows this franchise like any other, or this university rather than any other in the CSBA. What's up, Pax?
Wired, man. Thanks for having me tonight, man. Really excited to be here for this Big East showdown between the Georgetown Hoyas and the Villanova Wildcats. I know Nova, they aren't really playing for much of a championship hope here, but they're going to be looking to make a big upset and send the Hoyas home. And I know Georgetown's going to be looking to defend their home court and bring home that win for their senior night.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, listen, it is senior night. Katie Murphy asked me to play that. Normally I don't play that stuff, but not that I don't play that stuff. It was just made. It was made specifically. If you guys make content like that for your teams, happy to play it for anybody. It's senior night. I thought it was a really classy thing she did on her part to put that together for the team. Sorry that it wasn't bigger. I tried to resize it about 100 times, but it wouldn't fit all in one thing. So, but hopefully you guys enjoy that, and we are ready for some Big East action. Rivalry week, Nova. Georgetown, what are you looking forward to in the game? Any matchups that for you?
I mean, there's obviously a couple big matchups I'm looking at. You know, kind of don't let it get lost within all the senior night talk and some of the tribute some of these past players, because you have a couple of them in the starting lineup on the Wildcat squad. So Seti Blunt fellow is going to be looking to catch a little revenge on the team they were once on as well.
Yeah, for sure. It should be a good matchup. Well, for me, Big East is always one of my favorite conferences to watch, just because the style of basketball, in my opinion, is different than the other conferences. I don't know why it is that way, but it's kind of funny how it plays out to be like that. So.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely seems that way. And it's not exclusive to the Big East, in my opinion. Like, I think back to some of the past seasons with the Big Ten and how those games always seemed like they were going down to the last second. Nova busted out with a quick three-pointer.
Yeah, it's a good way to start off their game as they drilled the three. But yeah, I mean, like, you know, as I watch Georgetown play, and I've seen them be such a juggernaut for so many seasons, especially under your tutelage. So a lot of credit for the foundation that you've laid here at this Georgetown Hoya University.
Yeah, man, we had a really good 2 years there at Georgetown, and Toy took it over that 1 year, and it's just been a really a foundational program in the CSBA since the moment they came in. So going to be looking to cap it off with another win tonight. I was looking at the at the Big East conference standings right here, and I think even if Georgetown were to pull off a win and Marquette was to get upset, or not even upset, they play Providence.
That was
I don't
that was
think
one of the games that
Georgetown-
was up to voting game of the week, by the way.
Yeah, I think Georgetown's probably going to be out of looking at a regular season title, but I mean, this is the moment right here where you kind of got to keep the ball rolling. As you know, you have that conference championship or the conference tournament that's right around the corner as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Sparrow getting another 2 points for Georgetown. He's responsible for all 4 now.
A nice fadeaway jumper there in the lane. I was going to say the one thing about the Big East,
Great defense from Quackenbush.
even if Georgetown doesn't, go on to win the regular championship, come March Madness, this is not a team I want to play. This is not a team I would like to go head to head with. They're still very deep. Obviously, they're not what they once were, but they are still a very, very strong team.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough to hold up a light to what they once were after like 3.
Well, when you go through an undefeated season, 100%.
Yeah, and then they're not even that far off. Like people talking about Georgetown having a little bit of a down year. I mean, they're sitting at what right now, 5-2, or are they 4-3? I think they're 4-3.
All right, listen. There's some teams. There's some teams in the CSPA that would love to be 4-3 right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
absolutely. So yeah, they've done a great job. Katie's done a great job of stepping in over there. Rylock, in my opinion, probably the best assistant head coach in the league. So. They got a great thing continuing to go over there, and I think we're going to see a lot of successful seasons in the future from them. Sparrow drives it in again.
Yeah, as Quackenbush got the steal, gave it to Sparrow in transition. Georgetown outrunning early, which is always scary. By the way, Mojo Rising not starting? Just realized that.
Well, Mojo Rising isn't on Georgetown.
Oh, that's right. He's not on Georgetown anymore. Maybe that's why he's not starting. Duh. I'm so used to seeing him in the dry. Listen, with you in the booth, all the seniors in the stream. It's just, I don't know. I was having a flashback there for a second.
Yeah, they find Moore Lee wide open. Can't finish it though. Yeah, I know. It feels really weird not seeing Mojo out there in the Hoya with the Hoya's brand on. But yeah, went take his senior season to the Blue Devils. Ceddy Blunt, man, he's been huge on the board so far.
He's looked good early on. He's a guy that, I think when I've seen Ceddy Blunt at his best, Nova seems to kind of pick up the energy that he brings.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Farmer pull-up jumper, Drano.
Yeah, Farmer's really good. He always does a really good job of finding some nice open looks, creating some space for himself off those high ball screens. Real nice job from him.
Both teams shooting really well so far. We haven't seen the defense come out yet, but at some point that will happen. Grakos again for 3, no good as it rims out. Farmer up with the rebound.
Great look from Grakos though. Look for them to get him involved early. And they find Quackenbush on a nice cut.
I feel like Grakos is kind of coming back to what we saw in his early years at Indiana. Since he's arc changed and switched over here to Villanova, he's really found a nice niche.
Yeah, without a doubt, it's definitely been a little bit of a learning curve for him. Working out in the gym with a new coach, but like you said, these past 2 games, especially that one last week, I think he was up for Player of the Week nomination. Got a really good game.
Hemlock with follow.
Yeah, big putback.
So 14-12, Georgetown, 3:42 to go here, first quarter. Chambers going to bring the ball up on Farmer. Walks right into a defender, somehow gets the ball back and retains his dribble. So that was an interesting sequence there.
Yeah, this is a match. That is a matchup that you asked about matchups earlier that I really like there. Farmer on Chambers. Farmer, definitely one of the unsung defensive guys in this league. A really good on-ball defender, and Damian Chambers, who's honestly one of my favorite guards from this freshman class. He's had a really quiet, good season at Nova.
And he's not bad for a progression player either, too. By the way.
Not at all. Hey, progressions get buckets too. You see my man White Chocolate at 14?
Yeah, and Garrett Hart I think had 12 the other day too. So yeah, these guys are putting in the work. They're showing up for the streams, which I can't say that enough to all these progression guys. If you guys want to get better, just come out and watch the games, man. Listen, I don't care if you don't type in the chat the entire game. throw your shit up and walk away. I don't care, get your points, but you're going to get better that way. You give us viewership, which helps us bring people into the league because we get higher on the board on the Twitch screen. And then the flip side, you get the points. So win-win for both. So I say it all the time, but these guys are just, they're not grinding the way. I mean, there are some people that are absolutely grinding, but we should have more.
We know who they are.
Yeah, we do. We should have more blues than we do out of those progression guys. But hey, listen, that's it's their life, their time, their energy. So I get it.
Yep. Yeah, and all of a sudden Villanova takes the lead here with a nice little find down low there to Jeffrey Bagwell.
This has been a bit of a back and forth game so far. Backdoor alley-oop, nice pass to Medici.
Yeah, Medici. Always been really solid whenever he's coming off the bench there. Incredible player for the Hoyas, but always seems to take over and be a shining star on the court when out there with the second unit.
Borges over to Andrews. Andrews looking down low and into the high post there. Not going to feed it inside. Going to take a shot from the free throw line with a hand in his face. Not able to get it to go. Here comes Georgetown the other way. Katie Murphy thought about jacking up the three. Decides to pull it back out. And that gets over to Leach. So a backdoor
Fine, Katie on the cut.
Yeah, Katie Murphy on a backdoor cut nicely. And Georgetown retakes the lead up 3 now.
Yep, great awareness there from the small forward to find the cutter there early.
Tell you all these stories about players being resurrected from the dead or these miracle stories. Clower's boat sank and he's now in the pros. I
know, I love it. I was just gonna mention that after I saw Mojo mention it in chat, but during that little tribute video with the Clower, it is also a tribute to Clower's going missing. It made me chuckle a little bit. It's funny.
I know, listen, this is a sim league. We all talk about it, but the backstories that are created are just so fun. Nice foul by Medici. Nice foul by Medici. Listen, this is the reason why I love when guys put in cool profiles about their players' history, not just like I could ball, blah blah blah, and like that's it. Like, we've had so many fun, interesting things that lead to the life and the history of the player and their legacy that they leave in the CSBA. It makes it so much fun for everybody. I mean, Go Mall was shot 33 times, like things like that. Those are the things that just stand out, and you remember that, and the stories that just carry over. So a boat sinking and him going to the pros is hysterical. Yep.
A lot of good stories that come from it as Georgetown takes possession back here after Jaden Andrews with a ill-timed 3 seconds in the paint.
Medici gets stripped, and then Borges gets stripped the other way by Leach. So back-to-back turnovers for both these teams with 2 steals. Abaya in the paint, little up and under move, gets the right-hander floater to go, and it's a 5-point Georgetown lead.
Just like that. And if you're Georgetown, you got to feel good about where you're sitting here at the end of the first. Villanova going to look for the last shot. Moffitt takes it from deep. Can't get it to go down.
Moffitt with the rainbow can't get it to go. End of 1, 24-19. First quarter in the books. You watch the CSBA prime time. Georgetown, Villanova, Big East matchup for the ages here. This is a rivalry week. Come right back. CSBA on Twitch. All right, we are back here. Washington, D.C., 24-19, Georgetown on top. Man, I am struggling to say words tonight. I don't know why. It's crazy.
You're all excited for your trip. That's what it is. Why it's pre-trip anxiety.
Not excited for my trip, but it's okay.
You're excited. Don't lie.
I'm excited. I'm excited for the barbecue. It's not family. I'm going for work, dude.
True.
But
yeah, I'll be honest. I ain't never been out that way. I don't think I've ever had that famed Kansas City barbecue. We do it all right down here in the South.
Well, I went once, and I went to some mom and pop restaurant near my office, and the barbecue was amazing, And I was told, oh my God, that barbecue is not even that good by some of my coworkers. So I was like, okay, well, if that's the case, then I'm excited for the food that I'm going to get on this trip. I know we're going to have burnt ends on one of the nights, and there's a possibility I may. This is still TBD. Meet up with Kelso. Actually, got to message him before the night's out that I might be able to.
There you go. You can meet up with him. You guys can cry on each other's shoulders after that tough L you took to the Hawkeyes the other night.
You want to know why that happened? I can tell you that.
No, you don't need to go into it anymore.
Oh, you don't want to hear the reasonings. All right.
No. As we turn our attention back to the game, more league.
My coach ran the wrong shit. You can tell that I don't give input on a lot of things from coaching anymore, but I do help Willie occasionally with a thought or two, but I do not put any time into coaching at all, strategy, nothing. And he changed something up from the last 2 weeks where we blew out our opponents. One of them being Michigan and one of them being Michigan State, so...
Yeah,
I was a little upset that we changed the game plan for you guys. Which, listen, it's a game plan. And it's part of what it is. But definitely, I definitely would have liked to run what we ran against those guys against you to see how we would have fared. But who knows? Maybe we'll meet up again in the conference tournament.
Who knows? We shall see where things go. But here we have Villanova at the line after Georgetown with a tough foul to give them the and one opportunity.
Villanova's played tough here. They're not scrapping.
Yeah, they've definitely played tough. They've been really good on the offensive side of the ball about forcing it down there and doing exactly what they just did. Draw some fouls, get some easy buckets, and doing a pretty good job defending the Hoyas too.
Senor Slim from the corner. Watkins no good. Is Roski up with the rebound, gets it over to Andrews. Andrews looks to push. Going to take it right to the rim, goes up with the right-hander, can't get it to go there. It was Rylan Moffitt with the offensive rebound, gets fouled by Katie Murphy. Katie's first foul, team's second, so Moffitt to the line for 2.
Yeah, it's a good way to by Moffitt there to get to the free throw line. He's been struggling a little bit the past couple weeks after a pretty good start to the season, so I know he's definitely trying to get it back on track. And I saw, Toy, I saw your comment in there about the vacation advice. I'm going to my vacation on Saturday, man. So if you need any advice, just hit my line. I got you.
Moffitt up with the first one. Now, I was just talking to Tully earlier, DM'd him to say hello, so told me he was going to be in here, so I was anticipating that, my boy.
Yep, always good to have that man back.
Sir. 25-24 as Villanova's cut the lead to 1 here. Little pick and roll action beyond the arc. Murphy draws the double team. Someone's wide open here. Villanova scrambling to try to find their man. They got to go inside to Watkins, which is a size mismatch. Fade away baseline jumper as Borges comes up with the rebound. Here's a chance for Villanova to take the lead. Kick out
Slim
in the corner.
Rylan
Moffitt for 3. No good. Sorry, Gad. What?
No, you're good. I was just saying, Slim, that's his shot right there. Had the mismatch, but he's just a little cold right now. Hopefully he can turn around and get it going.
Good offensive rebound and put back by Broski as Villanova retakes the lead. Timeout on the court. We'll stay right here. You're watching CSB and Twitch. 6:25 to go here, second quarter. Substitutions as we see some of the starters back in. Quackenbush gonna get it over the corner to Farmer. Farmer backdoor to Quackenbush. Nice pass, nice cut by Quackenbush.
Yeah, great find to get Quackenbush there for the easy 2. Look, I like a lot of these new accessory options, but Quackenbush, if you're in here, you gotta lose those red leg bands, man. Just don't go.
It's the Jordan calf.
I know. I can't stand it if they don't have the red in the uniform. It's just like, yeah.
And it's not like it can change the colors,
clashes,
unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly. Just get something solid.
The Georgetown,
good rebounds.
Georgetown has a lot of quirky looking things on their guys between the way their looks, the mustaches, the farmer's haircut, everything is just all wacky.
Yeah, a lot of pornos casted out there.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Makes them who they are. So.
Looks like they're playing in the 70s.
substitutions. Broski goes to the bench.
Yeah, good timely sub out for Villanova. Get your main guys back out there on the court. Fellows had coming off a big week, so I know they're looking to get him involved too.
Missed there, 29-26. Racco struggling so far in this game, 1 of 4 now, all from beyond the arc. Kenny Morley can't get that to go as Chambers up with the rebound. He looks to push, quick outlet pass. It gets swatted away. Chambers recovers though, so good recovery there from Villanova. Now Fellows. Hemlock doing a nice job pushing Blunt out of the paint there. Now Allen Blunt's going to get a step, pull-up jumper from the elbow, no good. As Hemlock up with the rebound, and here comes Georgetown. Quick outlet pass, Sparrow to Farmer. Farmer now over to Morley. Now over to Sparrow, wide open, drip.
Great way from Sparrow there to find the empty spot on the floor and get yourself an easy basket. He's been really good so far in this one.
Chambers now to Grackos. Chambers cuts the rim now. Looks like Fellows going to come over and get the ball from Grackos. Gets a little bit of a step, bang! 3-pointer from Fellows.
Yeah, Fellows gets the look. Don't give that man that much space. He'll drop it in your face all day.
31-29. We've got a phenomenal game here. Right, Farmer right at Seti Blunt. Seti Blunt gives him the body. His first, team's first. Farmer to the line to shoot 2.
Love them play though. Love that little dump off and then just the straight cut to the basket from Farmer. Physical play.
Free throw up and good. Second up and good. So back to a 4-point game with 3:59 to go here, second quarter. Racco's actually going to bring the ball up. Gets it over to Allen. Fells was looking to post up in the low post, but now they kick it around the other side. Fells going to come off the screen. Rackos is debating on what he wants to do with the low post. Now they're going to go to the other side. He's going to set a screen for Phillips. Gets some room. Rainbow shot, no good. It's off the back rim and Sparrow up with the rebound.
Yeah, good look from Fellows. Just wasn't quite able to get it down, and Sparrow with a pass back for the oop attempt from Hemlock.
For the prayer oop from the free throw line. What the hell was that?
Yeah, that's one of those new animations we haven't seen before.
It's got to be the converse, man. He's going back to the old school style.
I'm telling you, these Georgetown guys out here with their 70s looks and their porn stashes, they try to play old school.
Nice take.
Hey,
by
hard
Chambers.
finish from Chambers.
Yeah, that's a good take for him, right over the outstretched hands of Hemlock.
Yeah, both teams playing a great game right now.
By the way, Kenny Morley, you got to buy some shoes, dude. You got wearing 2Ks. Come on.
Can't be having that.
Not on this Georgetown team.
Nah, too drippy for the 2K generics.
Wild shot there. Ball kept alive. Somehow comes out to half court. Farmer saves it. Second chance opportunity here for Georgetown with 2:27 to go. 9 on the shot clock. Morley now over to Sparrow.
Yeah, Farmer called for it, and he's working to find himself some open space on the floor right now, but Sparrow's going to step back.
Great defense by Grackos, forcing the fadeaway shot there. But then Farmer comes up, tries to get the steal. Somehow Al gets it, goes inside the Grackos. Double pump shot, no good. Hemlock up with the rebound as Grackos trying to body him there.
Man, Grackos a great player, but Sparrow's just giving him a lot of problems right now on both sides of the floor.
Go over to Farmer. Mismatch there is Seti Blunt. They give Farmer a room. Rainbow shot, no good. As Blunt up with the rebound, gives it over to Allen. Allen looks to push the pace here.
Yeah, the space, he finds it.
He finds the space as Grackos with a nice cut to the rim, throws it down with one hand.
Yep, and just like that, Nova's not going to let this one get out of hand. I know they're probably a little disappointed with the way their season's gone, but this is a great way to cap off the regular season if you can keep it close with Georgetown all the way to the end. Leave yourself with a chance to win.
What's Villanova's record coming into this game? Because I did not look before we started this game.
Nova's record coming into this game, I believe they are 2-5.
Okay.
Let me confirm that though. Yeah, they're 2-5. They have their two wins over UConn and Arizona State.
They played UConn in the preseason? No, that can't be right.
No, they played UConn in the regular season.
But you said
They're
wins over UConn.
No, they played UConn and Arizona State.
Oh, you said UConn 2 times. That's why I said that. Sorry. Katie Murphy from
My
the
bad.
elbow. That's good. No, you're good. I just was I misunderstood you. So.
Yeah, UConn, Arizona State, and
The
then
Arizona State one is a big win because if you look at how well Arizona State has played this year, I mean they're in contention for the Pac-12 if I'm not mistaken. So.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, they've turned it around. I think they've rattled off 5 straight now after losing their first 2. So, yeah, they're in good shape. And yeah,
Villanova could steal a win here tonight. That could give them, some good. Potentially a good seeding in March Madness, at least in the middle.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's another thing. I mean, you're talking about, riding some momentum in the conference tournaments, but picking up this extra win to give yourself, chance at a little bit of a better seed or try to avoid playing one of those 1 or 2 seeds in this tournament.
Katie said they beat Florida too, so I don't know if that's accurate or not, but
Nova?
Yeah.
They may have played in the preseason. I'm looking at just their regular season.
If it's preseason, it doesn't count towards anything. I mean, it's just there for shits and giggles. Jumper no good as Bagwell up with the rebound. 4 on 3 the other way. Nova looking to capitalize here. What's that?
Yeah. They were talking about UConn with Florida. Florida's 1-1.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
37-33, Georgetown up by 4th. We got a nice Big East battle going here. You're watching the CSBA on Twitch. Stick around, halftime show coming your way momentarily as Pax is going to break this shit down for us right now. Pax, what'd you think in what'd you see in that first quarter that you liked from both these teams, and what do you think we're going to see in the second?
Breaking it down, yeah. So, man, that first half flew by. First off, what I saw, I really like the way Georgetown is attacking the middle of their offense. They're doing a really good job of setting some off-ball screens and getting their guys into open space in the mid-range, and also opening up for a lot of their cutters. So they just keep doing that. Get their inside looks. They're probably going to be able to walk out of here with the dub, as they're really consistent, one of the best in the league at it. On the Nova side, I'd like to see them work a little bit more to create some space and find some more of their three-point shooters, and also look to maybe kind of push the pace a little bit, take advantage of some of those runs that they've had. We've seen several times where they've had numbers, just haven't been able to get to the right guy to get to the basket. So definitely want to see them space the floor some more and look to get their three-point shooters going in Brayton Allen, and see if you can get Greco some open space as well.
Yeah, Georgetown so good in transition on both ways, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. Second half coming your way, CSB on Twitch. All right, let's take a look at the first half leading scorer. Probably going to be on the Georgetown Hoyas, if I'm not mistaken. David Farmer going to get it highlighted here.
I'd be surprised if Farmer's actually leading the scoring right now. I feel like Sparrow maybe leading that.
Maybe they're tied. They could be tied.
Could be, yeah.
They picked them up. Sparrow, I know he had the first 6 points, I think.
Mojo, Temptation Island, man. If only.
Hemlock with the rebound. Oh, should be Blunt with the rebound. I thought that was Hemlock that was coming down with it. The quick outlet pass. Fellows, spin move, trying to juke over 2 players off the glass. Wild shot. Can't get it to go. He's Quackenbush up with the rebound. He looks to push. Gonna find David Farmer throwing it down, adding more points. I think that's the 14 now for him. So 39-33, Georgetown up by 6 now with 7:25 to go in third.
Yeah, not the way you wanted to start this half if you're Nova, but definitely speeding up a little bit, looking for some more looks inside as Gracos gets the post up on Quackenbush.
Good defense by Quackenbush there. Fellows for 3, Rainbow no good, but nobody there to block out Gracos. But then gets stripped by Kenny Moore-Lee. Pass out to Farmer. Farmer out in transition. Step back from the elbow. Swish!
Oh, man.
That's
sexy little step back in the mid-range and transition from Farmer there.
16
nice shot.
Now for Farmer. He's got 16 of the 41.
Is it not 12? Didn't it say he had 8 at halftime?
I thought it said he had 12. Maybe he had 12. Sorry, it's 14 then. He just rattled off 6 straight points, didn't he?
I think he had. Well, they had 37 going into the half, so I think he's had the past 4. I think he's at 12. Either way, don't really matter. We'll see at the end. the City Blunt gets a nice finish there.
You're probably right. I'm old. I fuck up all the time. So it's so good.
Got that wired vision.
Long days, man. Long days.
I get it.
Kenny Moore-Lee. No good there as Allen up with the rebound. He looks to push now. 3-on-4 the other way. Good smart move by Allen to pull it out. Farmer going to extend the defense now. Gracco's going to come off the screen. They're going to look at him. He fires up a 3. Bang! That's a big 3 and a needed 3 by Villanova.
Huge 3 from Gracchos. Yeah, they've been looking for that one all game, and they finally were able to get him in some space to get one to drop, and Nova has it down to within 3.
See, Rusty said Grack on Quack. Now, that would have been a great nickname for him if he was at Oregon.
Right? Grack Attack.
Sparrow.
I know that's kind of been his nickname anyways, but you could make some sweet Grack Quack graphics.
Yeah, if he would have went to Oregon, that's for sure. Sparrow missing the free throw. Rare miss from him at the free throw line. Is Broski going to come back into the game?
Broski?
Igor Broski.
Broski.
Every time I say his name, I think of brats, and all of a sudden I want to eat.
Some brats?
Some brats. So cuts it to 4. Georgetown up. 5:38 to go third. Brat goes. It should be extended to 4 rather.
I'll be enjoying some brats this year. I got my tickets to the Packers Redskins game.
Ooh, that sounds like
this
fun.
year.
I'm actually going to go out to Denver, taking my dad and my 2 boys to see the Broncos play the Jets.
Nice. That should be a good one.
Birthday present for my stepfather, and I figured, why not bring the grandsons? So
absolutely.
He's super
good
excited
time
about that, so it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Kenny Moore-Lee.
So they're going to look to get Quackenbush here.
Yeah.
Find him.
From the elbow, rattles in and out. Gracchos up with the rebound. Quick outlet pass. Allen goes in for the high fly. One-handed dodge. That is a clippable clip right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Clippable clip. And I don't know if Brayton Allen's going to be the one representing the Villanova vote for the dunk contest, but that's one to add to the highlight reel for sure.
Good find. Backdoor for Farmer again. He's got 14, so there you go.
Up to 14 now. Yep. And he's going to be chasing that 20 again this year. Or this game this year.
Katie, you crack me up. You're always right there on point. Appreciate you. Oh, Allen, they stuff off of him. Oh, he got Quackenbush in the air. He should have drew the foul. Kicks it out to Damian Chambers for a wide open 3, but he can't hit Quackenbush up with 3. He needed to knock that down. That was a good look.
Yeah, he did. Would have been a huge shot from Chambers to give Nova their first lead since early in the first.
Farmer drew the double team, gets it over. Now they're going to work it back to the other side. Farmer, Sparrow going to get it well beyond the 3-point line. 5 on the shot clock. Quackenbush going to find Farmer and throws it down with a 2-handed flush. They did not panic there. There was literally 1 second on the shot clock there as Farmer threw that down. So great patience by Georgetown to let that play out.
Yeah, great patience and way to just trust the play design and let it come to you. Got him right at the last second with Farmer with the quick cut to the basket and shows no mercy throwing it down right in the face of Cedi Blunt.
Back to 4, so this game is just back and forth.
Yeah, Nova hasn't really been further than like 4 or 6 out of this the entire game.
Kurt Andrews can't hit that. Moffitt, though, with the offensive board, throws it up. Can't get that. Watkins down with the ball. Now he looks to push. Gets it out to Murphy. Yeah. Murphy going to go up for the backdoor alley-oop to me, Mario.
Yeah, my man Medici, he's gonna start getting it going here, and Nova's better. They better watch out here. They got to find some points and not let this run away from them now.
Roski gonna drive. The defense by Georgetown there kicks it back out. Now they work it over to the corner to Moffitt. Moffitt's gonna get a screen from Bagwell. He fires up for 2, hits it.
Yeah, nice shot from Moffitt. Like I said earlier, I can't recall exactly what his numbers were, but I remember looking at him not too long ago. And last couple of weeks have kind of dropped off for him, so definitely good to see him get it going again.
Oh, there's a weird play. Zabias somehow gets it. I don't know how that got to him. That was kind of a weird sequence, but Zabias able to capitalize, and it's out to a 6-point lead now for Georgetown.
Yeah, ball don't lie, and it gets to him as he has good inside positioning on the defender. Gets the easy bucket.
Andrews got to give it up. Kicks it outside. Borges for 3. No good as that's off the mark. Leach up with the rebound.
Tough from Nova. They're finding the looks there. If they're finding their shooters open, just can't get them to fall.
Yeah, because they have not been consistent, unfortunately. Katie Murphy, nice fadeaway baseline jumper, good.
Real nice, yeah. Love that step back mid-range shot. It's kind of been like a staple at Georgetown for a minute. It's was definitely one of the go-to moves from Toy Cawthon, and Slim Watkins really good at it, along with Emmanuel Blackman. Definitely been some good turnaround step back shooters playing this Hoyt uniform.
We're just gonna get a clean look. Can't get it to go. Watkins is able to come get that down over the outstretched hands of Bagwell. Now Murphy gets it over to Abaya. Gonna go down low to the Slimster. Watkins fadeaway jumper. That's good as he rattles that home. 10-point lead, biggest lead of the game now for the Hoyas.
Yep, and this is about the time where Georgetown can start to run away with these games. So if you're Nova, you really want to keep it close here, protect the ball, and make sure you're taking good shots. Another miss.
Andrews looked like he got caught between putting that off the glass and putting it at the rim. Backdoor, no look pass. Medici fouled by Bagwell. Actually, that's not a bad foul by Bagwell. Make Medici earn it, because that would have been an easy 2 for him.
Yeah, absolutely. If I'm Coach Phillips on the other side, I'm jumping off the bench, clapping my hands after that one. It looks like Medici had the inside positioning with a clear basket and some space, but Bagwell was able to close and stop the bucket and make him earn it at the free throw line.
Medici hits his free throws good, and 12-point lead, biggest lead for Georgetown. And if you're Villanova, this is when Georgetown usually closes teams out, end of third, heading into the fourth. So Villanova's going to need to get their act together here. They've played well. They just have taken a couple bad shots the last 2 or 3 possessions. So need to get back to what got them scrapping early on.
Yeah, exactly. A couple bad shots in consecutive possessions. There you go. That's the one that they needed. Janet Andrews with a big 3, and just like that, they're back within 9.
A good find out of the timeout. Now over to Medici. Gets it in the high post. Fellow's doing a good job guarding him, trying to keep him from driving. Now he looks to they double team him, and somehow goes right out at the outstretched hands of the Villanova defense, but they cannot contain him as he gets an easy 2. Back to 11 now.
Yeah, big man play from Medici. Oh, Katie Murphy forces the turnover, and they're going to look to run in transition again.
Fine inside Abaya, who finishes at the rim, and Georgetown doing Georgetown things as they put it back to 13.
Yep, seems like it always bounces back and forth with that lead ever slightly growing.
Andrews going to get the ball on the off wing, fire up 3, bang, and back-to-back 3s from Kurt Andrews. Kind of keep Villanova in this game, and it's now back to 10.
Exactly what Nova needed in that situation.
Watkins rattles home the tough jumper from just inside just above the top of the key, rather. Back to 12. A chance here to end the quarter is Villanova. Fellows going to need to fire something up. Fires it almost too deep there, and that's that way we're going to end the third quarter. 62-50. Georgetown up by 12 heading into the fourth. Get those 4s up in stream chat. You're watching CSB on Twitch. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Washington, D.C. Georgetown Hoyas up by 12. Let's take a look at the State Farm assist of the game. 34 people in here. We only got 5 off for 5 fours. Come on, guys.
Y'all are a disappointment. You know
are.
that? You know that?
Y'all suck.
Be ashamed of your damn selves.
62-50. Villanova going to start us off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, is Jaden Andrews going to be the guy that can propel Villanova to a victory here? He's coming off those 2 straight 3s at the end of the third, so we'll see.
Villanova looks out of sync right now.
They do, yeah. They've just kind of been looking to piece it together most of the season, I feel like. It seems like they're just a step away, and they just haven't been able to take that step yet.
I mean, you can tell Phillips does a nice job coaching them. I mean, they're a scrappy bunch, and I say that in a good way, as I know I'm sure Gracco's counting them on. No, Jaden Andrews with the foul. Watkins going to go to the line, and I feel like poor Grackos has heard me say this wherever he's gone about the team being a scrappy bunch. But Villanova, the way they're coached, the way they play, their style, they are not an easy team to roll over. They are a tough out. They will fight you for 4 quarters straight. They don't give up.
Oh yeah. Oh, trust me, I know. When I was coaching over there at Georgetown, I hated playing Villanova. It didn't matter what the records were. They played us tight every damn game. And the thing with Nova, you're sitting there looking at them right now, and it's looking like they may be moving to a 2-6 to finish the regular season. But they've been one of those teams that seem to figure it out and get hot right around that conference tournament time going into March Madness. Ooh, fellows with a nasty oop over to Blunt.
Yeah, no, it's spot on. I mean, listen, the CSB is a lot different now with all the arc changes. It is not. Coaching has gotten harder for sure.
Absolutely.
And we'll see more of that across the board once we sunset these old arcs, which we're about 1 more season away from that being completed. So.
Yep. Gonna look a lot different when it comes, but yeah, it's definitely made coaching a little bit more difficult, and honestly, with the blend of the old system players, it makes some things very unpredictable too. So,
Fellows for 3, Rainbow 3 at that, and hits the shot, bang!
Man,
back to 12. You said
it
Fellows.
Never looks. Yeah, well, it never looks bad when never looks bad when it goes in.
I was like, oh my god, that's off the back rim. Nope, that went right in.
Yeah, I was just gonna say too, like Fellows, seems like he's been forcing some of those outside threes, but that was one of the ones that were worth it.
Yeah, a chance to get it back to 10 here, or maybe single digits. Andrews can't hit that. He needed that right there to go.
Yeah, definitely needed that one. He's been hot too, just couldn't put that one down. Now, if you're Nova here, you just want to protect the inside because Georgetown's been eating Nova up a little bit in the paint. So don't let Medici get an easy look down there.
Yeah, instead they're going to give Leach a look, and he can't get it Blunt up with the rebound. So good defense there by Nova. Andrews going to pull it out now. Drives the lane, nobody to challenge him. Little 10-footer, that's good.
Yep, and just like that, Nova brings it down to within 10 with just about 5 minutes left in the game.
I mean, listen, we said Villanova wasn't going to go away. They're not doing. They're keeping it tight. They're keeping it close. Granted, big lead still for Georgetown. 10-point deficit is still a lot, but they're fighting the fight.
For sure. Yeah, a lot to overcome, but here we go as the Georgetown starters starting to check back into the game, so let's see where it goes.
Tim Flynn says gut check time, and that is exactly what it is. It is crunch time now. Quackenbush for 3, no good. Is chance here to get it to single digits. Quick outlet pass. Allen for 3, bang! As he rattles that home.
Huge shot from Allen. Haven't said his name much tonight either, but he's a crucial part of this Villanova offense. So great time for him to start getting involved.
Yeah, every time he's gotten open, he's been able to knock down his shot tonight. It hasn't been a ton, but he's gotten open a couple times and knocked them down. Farmer step back from the elbow, too strong. As Georgetown struggling a little bit here in the 4th quarter. Pass inside to Allen. Allen, Quackenbush all over him, trying to shake and bake. Goes up for a little fadeaway in the lane, and that's good. And that's back-to-back buckets for Allen. He's got 14 now.
Wow, quiet 14. I didn't feel like he had that many, but great time to get it rolling.
And then he picks the pockets of Quackenbush. Don't look now. Villanova fighting their way back, and then what a beautiful spin move by Doc Grackos. A 14-3 run in the last 2:57 by Villanova here. Have now pulled within 3 after being down 16.
Yeah, just like that. I mean, we were just sitting here. It was like a 15-point game, and there's a big slam from Hemlock to extend it back to 5.
Now the question is, with this push by Villanova, will they run out of steam down the stretch?
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, they have some guys that just came back in fresh. Blunt's been really strong on the boards. I think they have the energy, and they want this one. They need this one.
Steady Blunt determined there, tried to go up and under, couldn't get it to go. Hemlock got the rebound, and then they go down to the man that just continues to kill it inside, and Farmer gets his 18th point of the game.
Yeah, Farmer just punishing him with a super efficient 8 for 11 in this one.
Almost a giveaway there. Allen draws the double team, goes high off the glass, and good. Nice take by Brayton Allen. He's got 16, 7 in the quarter.
Yeah, strong, tough take. But, clutch player, make it happen in the big moment.
Villanova wants to contend for the W. They got to tighten the screws on defense. Farmer going to get a little 10-footer off the glass. Can't get the bank shot to go.
Wow. What a tough-fought board from Gracos.
Fellows along the baseline. Good defense by Sparrow. Fellows gets a little step and drills the 10-footer, and back to 3 we go as Villanova's starting to heat up here late.
Yeah, if you're Nova, you really got to focus on the defensive end of the ball as they come up with a turnover. Fellows with the strip.
Yeah, 3-on-1 if they can take advantage. They're going to get it to Gracos. They're going to go in uncontested for 2, despite the late defensive attempt there by Quackenbush, and it's a 1-point game.
Wow, just like that. Didn't think we'd be sitting here at this point with 2 minutes left in the game.
No,
but
I thought they were going to roll over them at that point.
Yep, 1-point game.
That's why we play the games. Farmer for 3, and that's a big one. Bang.
Huge 3 from Farmer, and I know that Hoya faithful is erupting right now.
Oh, and then and then a turnover. No, Fellows saves it. And then he's going to find Gracos back door for 2.
Yeah, all the madness of the loose ball rolling around the court, and Sparrow loses track of Gracos as he takes the easy cut down to the rim.
No look pass inside to Sparrow. Little miscue on defense there, and the great pick and roll action by Georgetown. Goes back up by 4 now. Now they're going to go to Gracos with Sparrow again. That matchup has been one to watch here in the last few minutes. Gracos
absolutely.
Little floater, good. He flexes his muscles after he puts that in. Gracos has got 16, continuing where he's left off the last 2 games here, Pax.
Yeah, absolutely. It's wild too. He started slow. I think we saw an early graphic in the first say he was 1 for 4, and he's 7 for 11 now. And he's missed 1 since then.
I needed to shut down the lane there as Sparrow takes advantage back to 4. This is crunch time now.
Yep, crunch time. And Nova, they're getting what they want on the offensive end, but they need to step it up on the defensive end. And need a basket here on this possession.
That's right now. He needed to go up right away. He's going to go up and get stripped by Quack, which waited way too long. Going to get it out to Sparrow. Going to go in uncontested for 2. And it's a 6-point game. Nova would probably be wise to take a timeout here. They won't.
Yeah, I guess you can save for 2. If you can hit a quick 3 here, you're sitting still at just a 1-possession game, or you just get some points.
Gracos, wild shot doesn't go. They need to foul here. They're not going to. Quackenbush now to Farmer. Farmer going to go up. A little up and underneath, and that is probably going to be the dagger. It's up by 8 with 40 seconds to go here.
Yep, that looks like the dagger, and it looks like Mr. Farmer knows it as he walks off the court after the timeout with his hands in the air pointing to the sky.
It's been a fun game so far. Obviously not over yet, but not looking good either. David Farmer going to get Jordan Player of the Game, and well-deserved. I believe he's got like 18 or something like that.
Yeah, he may be right at 20 now after that last bucket, but yeah, he's been big on both sides of the court too. I know he has a couple steals. He has some assists as well. So, yeah, huge game from Dave Farmer on senior night to will his team to the victory in this one.
Still 40 seconds left to go. I'm not going to count it out. Obviously, it doesn't look good, but I've seen stranger things in this ESBA happen. So, Fellows for 2. Now I would say it's over.
Yeah, this bitch is over. The fat lady is singing.
Villanova not electing to foul here.
Yeah, really tough fight from Nova, though. Like we said, kind of a rough season for them. Looks like they're going to finish the regular season 2-6.
They played a hell of a game here. They made a great push as Chambers going to fire up an ill-advised 3, but they made a hell of a push, 84-74. This game felt closer Obviously that little run by Georgetown when they went out big for like 16, but Villanova, I think, just run out of steam packs down the stretch, and it's a lot to get back into a game, especially against a good team like Georgetown when you're down 16 points. They did it. They actually came back, roaring back, but couldn't close it out in the end.
Yep. Definitely came roaring back. They had a nice 14-3 run there towards the end, bringing back within 3. Just weren't ever really able to close.
No, they had it at 1. It was a 1-point game.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was 70-71. You're right. Yeah. So.
I mean, they were dead. They came back. They went on that 14-3 run or something like that we saw on the graphics. So.
Yep. So yeah, huge win for Georgetown though. Now they're sitting in a position where you definitely have to hope for a Marquette loss, and even with their loss, I think they probably don't have the point differential to win that title over Marquette. But either way, I'd still like to get a shot of a share.
By the way, Villanova 9 of 22 from threes. Imagine if they could have just hit down a couple of those shots.
Yeah, I know that, and that's the thing is, I mean, they did have some forces from 3. They took some shots from there that were ill-advised and kind of last-second shots, but they had a lot of open looks from 3 as well that they just weren't able to convert on. So yeah, they hit 2 or 3 more of those, and it's an entirely different game here.
Yeah, for sure. Our biggest lead of the game actually was 15. Assists, solid number there from Georgetown. They share the ball so well, so not surprising to see that number up. But the bench points in the paint and points off for turnovers are probably the things that stick out to me the most. Pax, I don't know about you, but
yeah, the 12 points off turnovers for Georgetown definitely sticks out. I will say the free throw numbers definitely stick out to me as well. Nova only getting to the line for 3 attempts.
Well,
so
when you're jacking up 22 threes, you ain't gonna get to the line very often.
Yeah, that's true. But despite that, 38 points in the paint. I mean, it's not like their inside presence was not there. Weren't able to draw.
They shot 50% from the field overall, which just goes to show you that they did really well on the interior. Imagine if they knocked down a couple of those threes, because ultimately, I think that's where they lost. If I had to pinpoint it, it's the points over turnovers and just a little too many threes for my liking, but. They knocked those threes down when they needed them, so it didn't seem like they shot 22. But if it was me, that's probably the only change maybe I would take away, and how Villanova played this game. But I mean, credit to Georgetown, they played solid as Georgetown typically does, so not surprising for me.
Yeah, it's a tough balance. You look at 9 of 22 and. It looks rough, but it's not a terrible performance from the 3-point line, really. If you're shooting 41%, it's not too bad. So
no, it's not. I mean, I just think, when you shoot 22 of them, it's a lot. But
yeah, for sure.
Right now, it finishes 16 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, a steal. It did have 3 turnovers, responsible for 23. Great game, very efficient. Back to just 3 games in a row now. Doc Grakos with a great one, 16-4-1. Stephen Fells 8-2-4, so only 2 Villanova Wildcats in double figures. Fells struggled shooting 3 of 11, did have 4 assists though. Seti Blunt finishing 8-7. He's just Mr. Consistency. You can count on 8 and 8 from him almost every game. Jaden Andrews finishes with 8. Excuse me, it didn't mean to switch over. Jaden Andrews finishes 8-1 with a block. Marlon Moffitt 6-3-4, 2 of 6, 0 of 3 from downtown. Igor Browski finishing 5-3. I'd like to see Browski maybe have a little bit more of a role on this Villanova team. He's got some talent. I just feel like he doesn't get to see the ball that much. I don't know. Maybe that's just because they're going to some of the other guys like Doc and stuff like that. But
yeah, Brosky and Blunt, I kind of feel that way both about with Villanova. Blunt, he's always super consistent. They're sitting around that number where he's dropping right around 10 points, but he's getting about just enough attempts to get him there. So maybe up his workload a little bit and see him put up some bigger games.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's not a lot of time the rest of the season to kind of test those things unless they're running sims. So right. Nelson Borges finishes 3-1-1. Damian Chambers 2-1-3, shoots 1 of 5. His Chambers Bagwell 2-1-1. That will do it for the Villanova side of things. You want to break down Georgetown for me?
Sure, yeah. So leading the way for Georgetown, David Farmer with 23 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. Super efficient night from him, shooting 1 of 2 from 3 with 10-14 overall. Got to the free throw line for 2 attempts, made both of those. Responsible for 31 points. Huge game from David Farmer on both sides of the court. Definitely felt like he came up with at least a steal in that game. So kind of surprised we don't
I
see a
think
number
he got.
there.
I know he
in that
got
column.
a. I know he got a hand in. I don't know if he was the guy that came away with the ball though.
Right. That's true. And it would go the other person, so
Mm-hmm.
makes sense. Dustin Sparrow, 17 points, 4 boards, 4 assists. Super efficient game from him as well.
Top three scorers.
Definitely.
Look at the efficiency from the top three.
Yeah, I mean the top three. I mean it's ridiculous. In between your 3 guys, you have 28 attempts and 6 misses. So if your top 3 guys shot 22 of 28. That's
Yeah.
a pretty insane number.
Yeah, you don't get better than that.
Yeah, responsible for a lot of points. And Medici, 10-3-1. Didn't miss a shot. Super efficient game from him coming off the bench. Slim Watkins, good performance on his senior night. 9 points, 6 rebounds. Made 1 of his 2 3-point attempts. So I know he probably would have liked to have a little bit of a bigger game in this one. It was his last regular season game in Hoya's jersey. But, great game nonetheless. Katie Murphy had some huge dimes in that game with the 3 assists, 7 points, and also came up with a steal. She had he had a lot of good transition passes. Quackenbush, really good game all the way around. 3 steals. Feel like he came up with several of them right down there in the paint on attempts where they were trying to take it inside. So huge difference maker on his team, even though we may have had to scroll down the list a little bit to find him.
Yeah, I mean he stuffed the stat sheets across the board. So I mean, that's what you
Without
want.
doubt.
That's just you want from some of your players. Listen, they may not always be the dominant star player, go-to guy, but if you get the kind of performance from that, from steals to assists to rebounds to chipping in with a few points, you can't ask for much more than that.
Yep, definitely. I mean, this is what it looks like. When you can scroll all the way down through your list of players, and just about everyone is hovering around that above 5-point mark and contributing with rebounds, assists, making defensive plays. Every single player contributes to that win. Even Abaya here, 6 points, 2 boards, 2 assists, 3 of 5 shooting. Kenny Morley, one of the didn't make a shot on the night, so rough performance from him, but still contributed to the team with some assists and a steal, and then wrapping it off with Leach with 2 boards and 2 assists. So great all around game from Georgetown, but definitely drove them to the victory was David Farmer, Dustin Sparrow, and Mario Medici. So great performances from those 3.
Yeah, Morley is the guy for me. I think has shown at times some a very solid skill set, and then he has games like this where he's just quiet, which is going to happen. He's a young player, so we'll see more of him I'm sure in the future as well as the rest of this way. But tonight just was not his night. So, but he's a guy that I've kept my eye on a lot as I've watched Georgetown a lot this season. So, any parting words before we head off for the night here, Pax?
Yeah, man. Always a pleasure to call the games with you, Wired. Love being in here and helping out with CSBA. Shout out to all the Georgetown guys. Thanks for the tribute video and bringing a lot of the seniors back into the room. It was cool seeing the energy at the beginning and seeing the video. So appreciate that and everything that you guys bring to the league year in and year out.
Ditto, definitely a ditto for me. Don't have much more to add to that, unfortunately, just because that was very well said. So, but congratulations to Hoyas win this one, 84-74. They're going to go on to win Villanova. Obviously, we're going to see you guys in postseason play as well, too. Imagine you guys are going to give somebody else fits the way you gave Georgetown fits tonight. So don't hang your heads. You guys played well. And for my boy here, Pax, I am Skytrek, a.k.a. Ward71. We'll see you guys mañana. CSB out. Peace.